Hey, what's going on, everyone? Neil Henderson here from Clearview Plastics in Sacramento, California. And today I'm back in our production shop. We've been working on a new enclosure for the laser engraver community that I think you guys will be pretty stoked on. Check this one out. Okay, so this is our new enclosure. This is a universally fit enclosure for extended laser machines. And so we went through and checked all of the sizes for your extended laser machines. I've got the X-Tool D1 inside of this enclosure here, which is actually one of the biggest enclosures. And so this is designed to fit, like I said, just about all of them. So Atom Stack, IKEA, what other brands are out there? Ortour, the Nihi Max 3 and 4, the Algo laser. It fits all of the extended lasers with some generous room. So it should fit your laser today and your lasers tomorrow as well. So the idea here is this is what is basically going to be our generation 3 of laser enclosure. And so over here I've got our universally fit generation 2 laser enclosure. So we also make these for your standard size. This particular enclosure is 750 wide, 750 millimeters deep, and 400 tall. So that fits just about any traditional size 400 millimeter by 400 millimeter burn volume laser engraver, where this one again fits the extended lasers as well. So the width on this one is 1170 millimeters wide, which is about 46 inches wide, and then it is 715 millimeters deep, which is about 28 and a quarter deep, and then 400 millimeters tall, which is about 16 inches tall. So on this X-Tool here, I've got this thing boosted up with its legs, plus we actually 3D printed some extra legs to give it some extra height even on top of that. And we've got this machine pretty modded up with some drag chains and stuff like that. So, but you know, the most important thing is we built this enclosure, and we've been building our enclosures with plenty of height so that if you're switching between like rotary operations and doing large tumblers, and then going to doing like veneers or engraving onto flat stock, then this enclosure is designed to be versatile that way. Also, you know, our MO this whole time has been to use acrylic panels on all sides, so that you get a really good viewing of the work that you're doing. And then also, if you're taking your laser to trade shows and stuff like that, then you can really show off, you know, in a nice professional way the workpiece that you're doing. So this particular enclosure is sporting our amber orange laser shielding panels, and so we've had these spectrometer tested, and they protect at the 454 nanometer wavelength, which is the wavelength that your diode laser operates at a rating of OD or better than OD3, so OD3 plus. We also offer these in like a smoked gray as well. However, the smoke gray is not laser rated. And so if you want the laser rating, if you want the assurity that it's blocking the UV light from the diode laser, then you're going to want to go with the amber orange. Very important, especially if you have people that like those that don't know to not look at the laser, maybe little kids around or pets or animals, then this is a really nice option to have. So as I said before, this is call it the Gen 3 of our laser enclosures. And so with each generation, we build it a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and just a little bit more, call it professional quality. And so the first upgrade that we did here is that we added metal hinges to all the hinges to get a much stronger build. And So this one has 4 hinges up on top, 3 hinges on the bottom. So this door is actually a bifolding door. And then and when we developed this, the one thing that we knew, the one piece of feedback that we got from users of these extended lasers is that they wanted just generous access. And so if you look at, some of the other enclosures or even the X-Tool D1 extended enclosure that we have, it kind of has a door here and a door here, and they flip up. And the access to the machine in general just isn't great. And so, as the non-extended machine, this is the front of the machine. And then when you extend the machine, the front of the machine kind of becomes what is considered to be the side of the machine. So the biggest request that we got from users was to have a nice front access door. So we built this bifold door to give you awesome access to the whole work area. And so this is totally exclusive to our design here. I don't think that there's any other extended enclosures that are able to do this. And it's done so nice and solidly. These metal hinges are the difference that really makes the difference for, call it the build quality, and then the smooth operation. So what we also added on to this one is this nice aluminum extrusion with these standoff blocks for the lid. So this aluminum extrusion helps it so that the panels don't have a whole lot of sag here. So you get plenty of workspace in there, and just a general overall professional quality feel out of this enclosure. Another attachment that we have on here is our optional Lightburn compatible integrated camera. And there's a difference between what some of the other manufacturers what the manufacturers' enclosures have versus ours is our camera is based on the rear panel that doesn't open. So if you notice on the other enclosures, they usually have it on the door. So when you flip open the door, the camera is all of a sudden looking at you and not the workpiece. So when you have the door open and you're using the camera to register your piece, if the door is open, then the camera is no longer registering your piece. With ours, the camera stays in place so that it keeps registering your piece so you can make your adjustments. That's if you're using the Lightburn kind of alignment system. So some other things that we've done with this enclosure to make it just the overall best quality and best option is we also added more airflow control. So on the version 2 of our enclosure, we came up with these airflow vents that allow you to open and close the vents. And on this one, they're located on the front, and they're also located on the sides. And so with these, this allows you to kind of have control over how the airflow flows into the enclosure. So probably the biggest overall complaint that I get about other enclosures is just the lack of actually exhausting out the smoke. And so we put a lot of thought in just improvement into how you can mitigate the smoke inside the enclosure. And so these airflow control vents allow you to get some cross currents and just direct the smoke the way that you need to, so that your workspace doesn't fill up with smoke, and you get a healthier, cleaner workspace as a result. So the next thing that we did is we also added on this particular enclosure 2 fan ports on the back. And so these are sporting our 200 CFM fans on the back, which attach right onto the back of this enclosure. Now, if you have your own inline fan, then you don't need to necessarily use our fans. Our fans are nice and compact, which is nice. However, a lot of our users already have their own setup and a nice inline fan that they like. So if you don't order our fans, that's totally fine. It comes with the bracket that is on these fans, which these are designed to easily fit a 4-inch hose. So it connects a 4-inch hose within within just a minute or two. It just slips right on, and then you use a little clamp. And so the way that I have this quick setup done is when you order these fans, it comes with this power supply, and there's a Y splitter in the back, just to give you an idea of how loud these are. But this this controller, this speed control, is kind of nice because then you can leave them on in half if you want to quiet things down, or even just to kind of clear the smoke out after a job is done, after the day is done, and then you can just turn them right off. So those are pretty efficient fans, and they remove a lot of smoke. We also offer a 95 CFM fan, so a couple different options. Again, the advantage to our fans is it doesn't take up a lot of space. But if you already have your own inline fan, then those work just as fine, and they're easy to hook up to our enclosure as well. So just the last point of that I'd like to talk about is we actually also 3D print these wire grommets. There's one up in the back there as well, and one on each side, and that makes it so that it's easy to get your wires in and out of the enclosure, so that whatever you're hooking up, it just is neat and clean. So we also offer other things that it might like need some wiring, like our LED lighting kits. I don't have it installed here, but with our LED lighting kits, like our fans, they hook up super easy with these simple barrel connectors. So you don't have to be a wiring genius to hook up our stuff either. And so just overall, what we're going for here is we're going for a nice professional quality enclosure for your laser system. So people that are using this for business, I think that this is an absolute worthwhile investment. And people that are even just using this for hobbies, and especially if you have children or grandchildren or animals around, then this is a really good option for your maker space to just keep it neat, clean, and healthy. And so that's our new universal extended laser enclosure that fits a wide variety of extended lasers. Here at Clearview Plastics, we actually make these enclosures right here in Sacramento, California. Everything is designed here, everything is built here, and everything is shipped out of here. We're a small business, but we've also worked with some really amazing clientele. As a matter of fact, the people that I've met because of this, we've met some seriously talented people. This could be people that are just hobbyists, but we've also worked with institutions like MIT and several other universities to get their labs enclosed, the laboratory machinery enclosed. And then we've also worked with several Fortune 500 companies, including Tesla, Toyota, and several others. We've shipped these enclosures all over the world, and again, they're just shipped right from our warehouse here in Sacramento, California. So overall, again, my name is Neil Henderson. I'm the owner here. I'm the designer of these enclosures, and overall, I'm an appreciative person, and so I know a lot of the people that buy from us are trying to develop businesses and want to do it in a safe way. And I want to offer you some assurance that we work hard to make sure that you have a great experience. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, hit our website, clearviewplastic.com. Plastic is singular, clearviewplastic.com. Or you can pop me an email at contact@clearviewplastic.com. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good one.